this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Scarlet Knights will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Making side adjustments here.
Return. Go.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
On the move, it's Smothers. Here's a little room there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Raymond.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up if you get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Snagged out of the air. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to you get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. Nice move to keep running. Got a little grass. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Texas.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sarp, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Manning from the gun on third down. He's got it down the field. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Longhorns! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keep it on the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The run inside. It smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got a step and just dusted the field. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Black. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Benjamin. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a first and goal there. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Raymond. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Manning from the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. Makes the catch, and he's free. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
It's complete on the right side.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Arch to throw. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 30. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll run the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They're dealing with a second and long. Reads it, fires complete. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted and room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the home squad, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Snags it, and he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Running inside, it's Raymond. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too.
He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Upstairs, he's got it. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Back open in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run.
Oh, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the run, it smothers. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Gonna take a shot. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. And couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it's blocked. Touchdown, Texas. They move on top here in the 4th.
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in in the fourth. They're up by a touchdown and an extra point. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt. They scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get...
Might have a chance. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. This is a designed run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Brown. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that 1st down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they'll push that thing down a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got him. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Goes high to pull it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Running the red zone, it's Raymond. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. is up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little.
There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Plows through the defense. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It'll be third and long.
Black 14. Black 14. Go.
Manning from the gun on third down. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50.
Black 18. Black 18.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they could run it. They could play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know on the back of their hand. And they go out to get the execution needed to win this game.